The movie starts in the year 1891 where a man in the forest is shown named Benjamin. Suddenly, the wolf attacks and kills him. After it, a girl named Gwen is shown. She was Benjamin's fiancée. She asks for help from Larry, who is Benjamin's brother, to search for Benjamin. Because Benjamin was missing for many days and she doesn't know that he is dead now. But Benjamin's brother Larry refuses her while saying, "I have a contract with the company. That's why I can't come with you." He does the job of an actor for an acting company. Gwen leaves, being upset when he refused. She again sends a letter to Larry and she again asks for help from him to search Benjamin. Larry's show was in England, so he gets agree with Gwen that she asked for search for Benjamin. Larry meets his father while coming home. Larry's father tells him he has found his brother's dead body in a bad condition near a church. Actually, Larry lives far from his house since his childhood. He has returned home after a long time. Then Larry goes to see the dead body of his brother. He gets scared seeing his dead body. Because it was in a bad condition. He was worse torn. Larry was sad because of his brother's death. And he goes to a bar in a village. Where some people talking about that incident. One of them believes that the tribe people have done this. Someone says the bear has done this. One of the men says the same incident has happened 25 years ago, and the man says a wolf has done this. Everyone starts laughing hearing the man. And they don't believe him. Even they make fun of him. Larry says to his father it doesn't seem from Benjamin's body that it is done by a human. His father says maybe any wild animal has done this. Larry goes to Gwen and apologizes to her for his rude behavior and also gives her Benjamin's things. Here, the flashback of Larry's childhood is shown. His mother has ended her own life. His mother died in his father's hands. Larry was broken after the incident. He remains depressed, so he was sent to a mental asylum for a year in his childhood. Gwen was leaving and Larry promises her, "I will find my brother's killer." Later, Larry's father says today is a full moon night. You should stay at home today. But Larry has to find his brother's killer as soon as possible. He goes near the tribe at night and he asks about his brother's killer and meets a lady in the tribe. He gives her a locket. He has found this locket near his brother's dead body. The villagers come near the tribe. The villagers suspect the tribe because there were murders happening since they arrive here. The tribe also has a bear. The villagers take it with them because they believe this bear has killed everyone. After some time, wolf arrives and attacks everyone. There was great hustle and bustle. The people run here and there to save their lives, being panicked. The wolf makes many people its prey. It killed them. The wolf was also about to kill a baby. Meanwhile, Larry arrives and saves the kid. But the wolf attacks Larry and bites his neck. Meanwhile, the tribe people arrive and save Larry. The lady whom Larry gave the locket puts stitches on his injuries. The villagers say to the lady, now he will also become a wolf. We should end him before he turns into a wolf. But the lady who is stitching his wounds forbids the villagers to do this. And she drops him to his house safe and sound. Larry comes to his senses and the doctor becomes astonished seeing him because he is healed without any treatment. His wounds were recovered. The inspector arrives who wants to investigate the case of Benjamin's death. He suspects Larry seeing his history. He leaves because he has no proof. Larry has the impression that he is breathing rapidly. He can hear and see the things that normal humans can't. The doctor comes to Larry's house with some people to catch him because they suspect Larry that he is also cursed. Because a wolf has bitten him, now he will also become a wolf. But Larry's father saves him. Larry sees the wound of his neck were healed. He suspects himself. He understands there is something fishy. Larry sends Gwen London for her protection. Later, some people are shown sitting while setting a trap to catch the wolf. Because today is a full moon night. The villagers know the wolf surely attacks at the full moon night. They were preparing to fight with wolves with their methods. They have made the silver bullets to end the wolves. Meanwhile, Larry notices his father while going somewhere in the dark. He reaches his mother's grave while following him. It was in an ancient cave-like place. He notices a chair there that is used to control someone. He couldn't understand anything seeing all this. Meanwhile, his father tells him Elle loved your mother a lot. They were talking. Meanwhile, Larry's father pushes him outside and locks himself at a place. And he says to him, they will not end you, but they will suspect you. Before Larry could understand anything, his body starts changing. It is shown after being bitten by a wolf. Larry also become a wolf, being cursed. He goes into a forest after being a wolf. He falls in a ditch there. The people there feel like maybe they have caught the wolf. Meanwhile, Larry comes out in form of a wolf. He ends everyone after attacking. The inspector comes to the place and sees the wolf has ended everyone. He gets scared seeing the condition of the dead bodies. Larry is shown near a tree the next morning. His clothes were torn and soaked in blood. The inspector arrives and holds Larry while seeing him in this condition. He ties him in his asylum in London. It is the same asylum where Larry lived for a year in his childhood. The doctor performs different experiment on Larry. He tortures him, and like this few days passed. Larry's condition gets worse. Larry's father comes to meet him and tells him his story. I went to India 25 years ago. The villagers told me about a cave in a high mountain. According to the villagers' story, a weird creature lived in the cave. I wanted to meet the strange creature that lived in the cave, and then I find it one day he was a small wild boy. His condition was due to a disease from which a human can turn himself into a wolf. Or he changes into a wolf at the full moon night. Larry's father tells him the creature attacked me. It has bitten my hand. Then I returned, everything was normal, but then soon I realized I am also covered by the disease. I was also infected by that disease. Larry understands his mother and brother were ended by his father. Larry asks his father why he didn't kill himself. His father says, I tried, but when I realized about its unlimited powers I couldn't. My servant helped me in all this. He locks me underground at every full moon night. So I will not be able to kill any innocent. But when Gwen came into Benjamin's life, he said, I will leave the home. I felt like my son will be far from me for always. I drank a lot being depressed. I made my servant fainted, and that was also a full moon night. The door of the basement remained open and I killed my own son. Larry became furious after hearing this. He wants to attack his father. But he was tied with a chain and Larry's father throws a blade towards him. He says, today is the full moon night, you can kill yourself if you don't want to live. Saying this, his father leaves. Later, the doctor arrives and takes Larry to a lecture room on a chair. Many people were present there. The doctor tells everyone that Larry suspects he turns into a wolf at the full moon night. But we will be locked with Larry in this lecture room. We will remove Larry's suspicion. Soon, everyone knows the truth. As the full moon appears in the sky, Larry changes into a wolf. Seeing this, they all get scared. They run here and there. After it, Larry makes himself free. He killed the doctor at first and then everyone goes out while breaking the door. Larry also comes out and wanders freely being a wolf. He kills many people there. The inspector also arrives who tries to stop him. But he was unsuccessful. He couldn't stop Larry. The next morning, Larry becomes human and goes to Gwen for taking the help. He tells her everything truth about him and his father. Larry and Gwen know each other for a long time, so Gwen likes Larry. The inspector arrives, so Larry secretly leaves for his village. The inspector also arrived at the village with his companions. He gives his companions the bullets of silver. Any wolf can be ended with the silver bullets. Gwen also moved for the village. Gwen meets the lady who stitched Larry's legs. The lady who saved him from the villagers. Gwen asks for help from the lady, but she says there is no cure of it. You can accept him or release him. Later, Larry is shown who has reached his home. He gets scared seeing the dead body of his father and constable. Then he takes the silver bullets from the servant's box. Because he also known the wolves can be ended with silver bullets, he puts the bullets into the gun and then he faces his father. Larry fires the bullet at his father. Unluckily, the bullet was empty. Because Larry's father has taken out the silver powder from the bullets many years ago, the fight begins between them. As it was the full moon night, they change into wolves. There was a brutal and dangerous fight between them. After changing into wolves due to it, the house sets on fire. Larry throws his father into the fire. He was burning and then Larry separates his head from his body. His father dies because of it. Gwen and Inspector also arrive there. Larry was about to attack Gwen. Seeing this, the inspector shoots at Larry, but Gwen forbids the inspector to do this. Larry bites the inspector. Gwen runs from there, picking the inspector's gun while getting a chance. The wolf means Larry was chasing Gwen and he holds her. As he was about to kill Gwen, Gwen tells him about her. She makes him remember everything. Larry recognizes her and becomes relaxed. He doesn't end her, but Gwen knows Larry is danger to everyone. That's why she shoots at Larry and kills him. Larry comes into the human form. He leaves this world for always while thanking Gwen, and he dies. The police and others also arrives there and Larry's house is shown burning. After this, the voice of a wolf is heard. Maybe he is the inspector because Larry has bitten him also, and with it, this movie ends here. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Please support this channel.